you're seeing the governor of Florida, Ron DeSantis, come out and say that the Dolphins are free to fill up Hard Rock Stadium to the brim.
65,000.
They're free to do it. Go ahead. Keep on rocking in the free world in Hard Rock Stadium. And I'm sitting here in my seat here in Southern California and saying, are you insane? Are you insane? Because I don't even want to hear it. We got to live with it. We got to figure out how to live with it. There is a way to live with it. There is a way to live with it. There's absolutely a way to live with it. There's definitely a way that we can live with it. The way to live with it is to figure out who's got it and who doesn't to the best of your ability. Tell the people who have it to stay home and quarantine till they do not have it anymore. There is a way to open up schools by throwing money at the problem and making sure schools are retrofitted and outfitted properly, that teachers are given the proper protective gear, that schools have the proper protective gear for anybody who cleans up, who does the work, the hard work, so kids can learn in school and be socially distant with plexiglass and things like that. We're not doing this as a country. We can live with it. The concept of let's live with it. I'm living with it. You can live with it too. Yes, that is possible, but we have to be smart about it. There is a gray area between screw it, let's just act like it doesn't exist, and let's all shut down because we're afraid of living with it. The gray area of living with it is mask up, wash up, and wake up. And attack the problem. And I hear like 65,000 people in a stadium. Like, what is your malfunction? The hard work has not been done for us to return to life like that. We all desperately want it. We need it. But we're not ready for it. And to any players out there in this world saying, I don't have it, I can go out and work out together, you got to be kidding me. So
now a follow-up on the Dolphins.
Please.
Rich. So the team has said their next home game is October 25th. The team has said that they're keeping with their current plan of 13,000 capacity.
Right, okay.
So they're not going to have 65,000.
No, I know that, but
the governor is saying that they can if they want.
Because he wants to come out and say, come to Florida, everybody. We're living life like it's no big deal.
Nothing to see.
And then, when you get it, then what happens? If you don't have the ability to get experimental drugs and get the best health care in the world? I mean, look. We're going to return to the sports world in a second, but unfortunately, the real world keeps crashing into the sports world. And if it's found out that a day after they shut down the facility because a handful of members of the organization have tested positive, and they all go and work out together, something has to be done about it. And I know that I think some matters have been put into place about warning, and then a warning, and then a fine, and then all of this. I don't know. But it puts into jeopardy everybody's business because, again, Tennessee and Pittsburgh had to be postponed. If Tennessee still has it because of this ramification, then Buffalo's got to put the brakes on that. And then Buffalo plays Kansas City next. Kansas City needs to keep testing negative because Stephon Gilmore tested positive today, 2 days after playing against Kansas City. And again, I'm not a medical expert. I don't know if you can be testing negative and then be positive 2 days later, and the fact that you have not shedded the virus in somebody's face, that's possible. I don't know. But Patrick Mahomes, according to James Palmer, slept in a separate bedroom and stayed away from his pregnant fiancée after the practice squad player, who's a quarterback, tested positive over the weekend. So, and again, I get questions asked to me all the time. Will the NFL bubble up? I don't think that they will. I don't think the players want to spend the next 3 months of their lives in the way that NBA players have spent it. I don't think they want it. I don't think that it's practical. I don't know. Again, it's easier to bubble up in an amusement park resort with hotels when all you need are 3 basketball courts. What if you need, I guess what would be the maximum for a regular season Sunday would be 13 football fields. Because you need one for a Thursday night, you'd need a whole bunch for a Sunday night, and then you'd need a whole bunch for Sunday, one for Sunday night, and one for Monday night. You'd need an absurd number of football fields. Absurd. 10, if you double up from the early games and the late games, maybe. I don't know. I just don't know if it's feasible. Would it be possible for NFL teams to just basically say, we're bubbling up in a local hotel?
Yeah, you can do that.
And you've got to tell your family and your kids and whatever.
See in
I don't know if they
January?
want to do that. I don't know. That's not what they signed up for. That's not what the agreement was. Will they pause the season? I don't know if that's necessary. There's a handful of teams that don't have this issue right now. Will they just basically tack on games at the end? That's entirely possible. I mean, you got 2021 to play with. I mean, you've got the whole first half of 2021 to play with. Again, it is not as if any of these stadiums that will be hosting playoff games, or the biggest one of them all in Raymond James, it's not like they've got concerts or tractor pulls or anything else. Well, I shouldn't say that in the state of Florida. Who the hell knows? Hey, come on in. Let's go. But, honestly, I'll even throw it out to anybody. If you want to call in and discuss it, fine. Would you want to go to a game like that? Would you go?
No way.
Would you go? Yeah, hey, 60-some-odd thousand people want to go watch Tua's first game. Would you go?
Nope.
Neither would I. Do you want to be known as a super spreader? Look at what's happening with the White House right now. Look at what we must be on an international stage right now, that the White House, you're seeing the shots of people in hazmat suits, spraying down the White House press room. I mean, is that what you want in the NFL? I don't think so.